So I recorded this video earlier of me following the steps from the instruction set. I initially tried recording and talking at the same time, but I couldn't focus on doing two things at once, so I think this way will work out better. So here I'm creating the cube and setting all the values to default. You used to be able to just click and it would put it right in the center with all default values, but now Autodesk thinks it's a better idea to have you draw it on. So here, there's the smoothing. I like to increase the exponential level. It's just basically how much smoothing happens. Here I'd begin to model the spoon. Create the bowl part by selecting the top and bottom middle faces and then bringing them together. Then moving that whole group down. There are a lot of different ways that you can model. You just kind of have to visualize what you want and then move the parts of the polygon to where you want them. The spoon that I was looking at was on my desk. It was kind of pointier in the front, so made it kind of oblong. Here's the extrude section. Useful tip, you can just hit G to repeat any kind of tool. Go into side view here so I can grab all the side edges of the handle, and then I extrude them, but I don't really do anything with those, and that's just so that it kind of squares off the handle, which is what I wanted. I accidentally rotated it in the around the y-axis as well. Creating the table, all these settings match what's in the written document. Here's where I try to make it look like the spoon is actually laying on the table instead of just hovering there. Sometimes those tools, like the rotate tool, don't allow for fine movements, so by entering the numbers you can get the exact rotation that you want. Here I do a trick called freeze transformations. If you notice the green rotation, if I were to rotate that, it would be kind of like around a slanted axis, but because I froze the transformations, I reset all the axes to the cardinal axes, which allowed me to rotate that without having to do any funny multi-axis rotations. Just applied the granite texture. Right now I'm looking at the instruction set so I can get the values exactly how I wrote them. This material allows you to set the diffuse, glossy, and specular reflections, which are the three types of reflections that all objects have. Um, you can pretty much simulate any flat surface by just modifying those three values. Now I move on to the rendering section of the instruction set. This is just the image resolution. You can put it to whatever you want. Here I was confused because Maya software was set when it's usually Mental Ray. And I render, and this is what I get.